All right, shalom, shalom. We the real Hebrew Israelites coming in week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of America into society. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the full elect. Lord willing, we be a part of that number. We the bros from the GMS Band Chicago. I'm here with
your brother Yarmaya.
And I'm the brother Kodar. And this video is going to be entitled, quote-unquote, legal marriage isn't the move on his side, or isn't wise on his side. Okay, because we understand Esau makes this society to benefit women, and to favor the woman, and if you get into a contractual agreement to bind you to this woman, if there's a separation, he's automatically going to pick her side. See, Esau is wicked. He doesn't weigh out the whole matter first before he put down judgment, Hey,
he weighed out the whole matter. See, he weighed out the matter, but not in the way we would do it. He weighed out the matter. And he know that the woman will spend more money. All right? He'll let him and his philosophies, his theologies, his ideologies get to the children. They had a study, this British dude was talking about it, how that women spend more, how much women spend more on cosmetics, toiletries, food, dining, bullshit. So they more inclined to get him the money. Then on another hand, look at what a woman lets into her kid's brain. Homosexuality, adultery, idolatry. Because once she ain't really got a covering, all right, the scriptures say where there's no possession, where there's no covering, the possession is spoiled.
That's right.
All right, so why do you think Esau get a woman the kids as well? Because he can press upon her with his Babylonianism way more than he could with a man in the house.
That's right.
It's how they do animals. It's how they do lions. They attack the male, then they get the cubs, raise them up in captivity. But a male wild lion ain't, you got to get him out the fucking way.
Yeah.
To impose any type of will.
Got to bind the strong man.
You got to bind the strong man. That's right. So that's what Esau does through marriage. And then he gives us so many options. But what the average nigger doesn't understand is that, I was talking to these niggas in the hood. These niggas on my block like talking to me and shit up the street. And I was telling these niggas down there in front of the store, yeah, these niggas wild. But they Jake, I be chopping it up with these niggas in the hood. But I was talking to these two Jakes that's always in front of the stove fucking with niggas and shit. So these niggas, right, we was talking about the hoes, and I said, what you really have to understand is, and these gang banging ass niggas, but all Jakes believe in the Bible. So they say. I said, so you believe in the scriptures, right? And the nigga said, yeah. I said, so when you read the Bible, what you got to understand is that the woman is the entity that brought sin on the earth. He said that's true.
God.
Now, this is the freest they ever been since that time. This is the most liberty they ever had since this time. A woman never on the planet of the earth had access to unlimited men, unlimited opinions. You got fucking Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, fucking God knows what, Bumble, all this bullshit.
Gathering abroad, like the brother said. So like the brother Patak say, man, fidelity is impossible, man. Yeah.
This bitch eyes always wondering. Mm-hmm. This shit is wickedness, man. Mm-hmm. So, and that's the pool that we in right now. So, you have a girl, you deal with it till shit go south, and shit, when shit go south, you go north, nigga.
That's right.
But when you married legally into this contractual law, if that's the right word for it, you can't get out of that. Here it is, you can't even fuck the bitch no more, but now you got to give her money. She taking your kids. You got to pay. Hey, it's an Edomite, right? And this bitch committed adultery on him. And she got pregnant. And he's like, bitch, you ain't even my bitch no more. She talking about the Lord and Savior, to the Lord and Savior of me is and all this. But hey, a lot of times, if she get pregnant by another nigga while you married, and then y'all get divorced, you still have to pay for that child.
Yeah. Yep.
Bring out them scriptures, man.
This the book of Psalms.
That's folly, bro.
Yeah, that's straight madness, bro. That's why it says Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression makes a wise man mad.
I just brought that out yesterday.
That's a form of oppression, man.
That heavy oppression.
The fuck? That you already getting heavily taxed. You know? Damn near half of your check going already, man.
That's folly, bro. Fuck.
For 18 straight years, man.
Shit, nigga,
Don't let you have multiple.
Plus, they do back pay. Nigga, this man is the devil. Go ahead, man.
In Psalms 82:5, they know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. All right? And because this devil has spun this whole, the natural order around, man. You know, the scripture says in Revelation 6, he's going to take peace from the earth. And one of the ways he take peace from the earth is destroying the natural order, man. You know, because it's Yahweh Shai, the man and the woman. All right? But in this society, hey, the scripture say a woman can pass the man. All right? In that Isaiah 30. Okay?
Jeremiah 30.
Jeremiah 30, the water. You know?
I got it right here.
Come.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. Hold on, let me get it.
Come.
I think it's Jeremiah.
Hey, because Esau put the woman over the man in this society, man. You know? Hey, I literally just seen a post. They said men are becoming more house husbands now. Like, it's just bugged out literally before we did this video. You know? Come.
This is Jeremiah 31. Hold on right quick. Don't tweet it.
Come.
Yeah, this is Jeremiah 31 and 22. It says, how long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahweh hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. Mm-hmm. This wasn't even happening in the 40s and the 50s. So you notice this is end time prophecy, like the brother was saying. That's part of him taking peace from the earth, man. This is part of him. Also in Revelations, the 18th chapter, it says her sins have reached the height of heaven. Mm-hmm. But this creates the immorality. Because when you attack the children, it's more likely that your sons become homosexuals, your daughters become lesbians, transgender, shit like that. Or you just make the man weak. Mm-hmm. You know, like they put on TV, fucking Homer Simpson, Peter Griffin, March, the smart one with all ideas. It was a former UFC champion. Yeah, Lois. You know, my man Frank Mir, he had real good jiu-jitsu. He was a heavyweight. Frank Mir was a beast, man. But Frank Mir was on a podcast, and he said, I can't fucking watch TV. He said, a lot of these shows good, but, you know, then you see the stupid husband. He fat, he out of shape, he fucking soft. Then you get the pretty wife who's so fucking smart, so much ingenuity, you know. He was saying, like, this bitch got so many good ideas, and they just fucking, it's like they shit on the man. Like, I don't understand. He said, I can't really watch fucking these TV shows like that, because it's all the same. And that's true. Yeah. That's called social engineering. Mm-hmm. All right? That's marriage? The king of queens. Shit like that.
Father.
Trash TV, man. Trash TV. Shame on America, man. Go ahead, brother.
I got this video from Iman Shumpert, and I know you want to play a video too. Going into marriage, you know, you can read this up here, but I'll play the video.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 1 second.
$6 million.
Damn. Go ahead, play that, Iman. And I be seeing that nigga around too, man. He be in Chicago. He be around the town. He a smooth dude. You know?
Damn, they on some bullshit with this audio. I'm gonna have to play it on my other phone.
I'm gonna play this right now. I'm gonna play this then.
Scarlett's 1940. But here's the twist. The same Reacher looked at unmarried couples, dating, living together, some for years. Who ends those relationships? 50-50, dead even. Think about what that means.
I'm gonna take this back.
Girlfriend won't leave, but your wife will. That's not a hot take. That's Stanford.
You see what he said? This is a divorce lawyer. He said your girlfriend won't leave you, but your wife will.
research. Women initiate about 70% of divorces. That number is held since 1940. But here's the twist. The same Reacher looked at unmarried couples, dating, living together, some for years. Who ends those relationships? 50-50, dead even. Think about what that means. Women aren't quicker to leave a man, they're quicker to leave a marriage. Something changes when the ring goes on. So what changes? The exit. Leaving a boyfriend gets you nothing. Leaving a husband gets you half of everything that was built. Support. And in most courtrooms, the kids. People leave through doors that open towards them. And her door opens easier. That's not about women. It's about the deal. So you tell me, is marriage a better deal for men or for women? Girlfriend won't leave.
And the answer is for women. A man gets nothing out of marriage.
That's right.
But a piece of used box.
Yep.
You ain't getting a virgin. Nigga, in America, back in the day, this won't play because I ain't got that. Hold on. Fuck.
Yeah, nah, it's all. I can play it on my phone.
But you know, in America, back in the day, say your old man, your granddaddy, your great granddaddy, they actually got something. They actually had a virgin, man. Here it is. Marriage is a contingency plan for a woman. You know, women only marry men they don't like. Yeah. Honestly, if a woman trying to marry you in 2026, she don't fucking like you, man. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you a quick story. I was working security at an event one time. You know a nigga was on swole. You know, this shit was real, nigga. But I was working security at an event one time. And these people came in, all Edomites. You know, well, they appeared to be Edomites. But the women, you know, it was two women. It was the groom's sister. All right, it was the groom's sister and her friend. And the bathroom line was packed. And I let them use the bathroom upstairs to the place I was in. So they came back with the bride. And I said, damn, this is like 10, 20 minutes later. And I said, and she said, could we please, I don't mean to burden you. Could we please do that again? You know, I said, damn, this the bride. They said, yeah. I said, shit, good for her, bad for him. And the mocha, these bitches was fired up about this shit, right? But then they just turned sour when I said that, especially the bride. Like, she just looked so fucking mad. Then I'm just like, whatever. And they walked past me. They walked right past me. I said, so I offended you? She said, I mean, what did you mean why you said that? I said, she's hot. Like, I said, she definitely is. You know, no disrespect. I wasn't saying it disrespectfully. She said, well, why did you say that? I said, let me tell you something. I said, it's obvious, you know, that I've been around a lot of ladies, and a lot of ladies have been around me, you know, and they get to smiling and shit, but still sad, shit-faced. I said, when a man love a woman, he'll buy her a house, he'll buy her a car, he'll take care of her kids, even if they ain't his, just to be in love with that woman. I said, or even worse, he'll do something that has no benefit for him whatsoever. He'll get married to her. They already living together. They already had sex together. You know, he know her parents. He doing all this shit. But now he just gotta get married because he just so obsessed with this woman. They said, yeah. I said, you want to know what a woman do when she really like a man? They said, what? I said, give him some pussy.
Facts. You
know what the bride said? The bride, the groom and the sister. They said, you right. I said, a man don't get no benefits in marriage. I said, it's good for you and bad for him, but shit, I hope you do your thing. The bride and the groom's sister said, you 100% right. She finna take this Edomite to the cleaners, bro.
Fuck, man. I got that definition for contingency plan.
Please read it.
It says a contingency plan, often called Plan B, is a backup strategy. That's funny, Plan B. It says is a backup strategy designed to respond to unexpected events, emergencies, or risks that could disrupt normal operations or projects.
And all that is a DM today. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, all that is a DM today. You know, something unexpected. All it is you ain't doing something right one time. And your whole life is in jeopardy. As a man, you supposed to respect yourself too much to even put yourself in that type of situation.
At her mercy.
At her mercy, bro.
Treacherous.
That's folly. You giving this bitch your dick and your balls. You might as well cut off your rod and put it in this bitch hand. It makes no sense. Ain't no punishment for adultery.
Not at all.
She get the rewards of adultery. On this side, she get rewarded to commit adultery.
Yeah. Yeah.
All she get to stay with you is scrutinized by her family. So a group of bitches that ain't got a man talking shit, especially if you're dealing with a black woman. Look, don't even go nowhere near the black woman.
Yeah.
Talking about no damn marriage.
Yeah, that's folly, man. Hey, you know, speaking of marriage, we were just talking about this dude, Iman Shumpert. You know, we know his ex-woman, Tiana Taylor, left. Esau made her leave him, break bad. And now she came up. She won she won like a Grammy or some shit.
She getting
multiple
all type
movies.
Of shit.
You know, but once again, that goes back to our woman, you know, being our enemy, man.
And then whole long time, she was half naked on TV. Mm-hmm. Then everybody can see your woman. Look, woman on fucking Facebook and Instagram. You know, every bitch I deal with is. And shit, once you deal with a woman now that's over 20 years old, you got to understand that this bitch done probably been with 100 men, 80 women. Thinking like, what did you... Bro, your granddaddy never seen $30,000 in his motherfucking life. He had a virgin. He had a meal. He had a bitch that look, the house was clean. He could slap the shit out of her so she wasn't saying nothing. Yeah. He got way more for way less. Now in this time, you getting way less to do way more. Could you just get the pussy from the bitch, you know, watch some movies with her and shit? Yeah. Chill. You can have a lady. Ain't nothing wrong with having a lady. But that getting married shit is out there. I like having a few ladies myself. Yeah. But that getting married shit is out the door. Take that. Like, you gotta have a fucking brain, man.
That's right. I'm gonna play this video from Iman.
Baba Kushai.
Anyway, right. Legally, like, I don't want to sign papers and all that. Like, we gonna do a contract. We gonna do a contract owning something that we both trying to do anyway. Right. I'd rather the contract be about a business. If my mama at the wedding, we got married.
Nigga.
If my mama was there, it happened. It happened.
Jake funny as hell.
But this whole, they get to be a part of it now because we went to the courthouse and now we got to do this. Now I ain't doing all that.
What do you learn about in your marriage? What do you learn about relationships that you didn't know? Because obviously you dated. Dating is one thing. Mm-hmm. Marriage is a whole different entity, man.
Yeah, that was the point. Okay, let me grab it. Deuteronomy 24, Salakia. This the book of Deuteronomy 24 and verse 1. It says, when a man have taken a wife and married her, and it come to pass that she find no favor in his eyes, because he have found some uncleanness in her, then let him write her a bill of divorcement and give it in her hand and send her out of his house. You know, and that's plain. If she not going as that man will, you know, he get her ass up out of there, man. Mm-hmm. You know, it says, verse 2, and when she is departed out of his house, she may go and be another man's wife.
And he don't get, as the beloved Elder Malcolm would say, a Title 4D, you know, child support. You know, that shit folly, bro. She don't get no goddamn child support.
Right, she leaves with nothing. You know, not the kids, not half your possessions. That's folly. She leaves with nothing.
You go shake her ass with your money and fuck all different type of dudes every week.
On top of cars.
Yeah, on top of cars, shaking ass. That's folly, man. Your kids in the crib with snot noses, you know.
Folly, man. Nappy hair.
Nappy ass hair, bro. Folly, bro. You gotta respect yourself, man.
It's the book of Sirach 36, and I'll start at 22. The point is at 24. It says, the beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. If there be kindness, meekness, and comfort in her tongue, then is not her husband like other men. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. Okay? So you got to be all three. You know? Hey, that's your possession. All right, nowadays, these bitches talking about they running the program.
A bitch told, you know, they be having that nigga. A bitch was doing a review. She said, cook and clean. That sounds like slavery. Slavery, you a servant. Hey, before you get married to a bitch, ask her what a woman is.
That's right. I got that definition right here.
Come on, man.
There's a definition of a woman. It says adult female human, literally woman. Alternate. It says woman, female servant.
Say that last part again.
Female servant.
Say that last part again.
Female servant.
So this woman ain't trying to serve the man.
She ain't trying to serve an Israelite, man. She trying to serve Esau.
Right.
She go to her job and she doing everything this nigga tell her. So you're right. Perfect. Hey, bitch, you gonna be following directions either way, either from your man or from the devil.
Or from 5 men.
Or from 5 men. You know? Calling that oppression, but Esau got your ass up 6 days a week, working in his office. You know? It says, he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, so you belong to that man. You're that man's property. You belong to him. He doesn't belong to you.
But y'all still need each other.
That's right.
You know?
It says a help like unto himself, so you're his help. You're an add-on to his foundation.
That's right.
You know?
That's why he can have add-ons. And that's another thing. The Apostle of the Call was one of the first things he taught me. He said, you think your woman down, tell her to go get you another one.
God.
Nigga. Straight up.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't down for that. And Esau, you can't even legally marry 2 women. That's how you know that's wicked. But he had you in the marriage. First, he can have 2 homos and 2 lesbos do it. Then, like this is fine. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God.
Niggas burying trees in America, man.
A roller coaster. Abandoned roller coasters.
Oh my God. And this is how you know this place has to be destroyed, man. This nigga Esau wicked as fuck, man. You know? But once again, him taking peace from the earth, destroying that, man. It says, a help like unto himself and a pillar of rest. These women aren't pillar of rest, man. You know, you got these niggas in the world, they get off work. They outside their crib in the car for an hour straight.
Blue.
Just preparing. You know? Hey, it'd be nice to have a fucking pillar of rest. You already in hell.
That's why granddaddy had, but go ahead. No, go ahead. You got it.
That's why Jake was reproducing so much in Egypt.
Yeah.
Niggas was going through. They had pressure built up, man. You know? But now here it is. You ain't got no fucking a pillar of rest. The scripture say he gonna wear out the saints.
Yeah.
You know? Jake vexed on every side, man. That's why I said Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression make for wise man mad. You know? I got another one if you...
I got one real quick.
Come.
This 1 Corinthians 11 and 1. It says, be ye followers of me, even as I am follow, even I also am as I also am of Mashiach. Now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things and keep the ordinances as I delivered to you. So they had a Bible outside when you get married. It said, but I will have you to know that the head of every man is Mashiach, the head of the woman is the man, and the head of the head of Mashiach is Yahweh. So Mashiach, Yahweh is the head of the man, and the head of the woman is the man, the head of Mashiach is Yahweh. That's order.
That's right.
That's divine order, man. That's divine order. I'm going to jump down to verse 8. It says, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Right. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. Going back to that help me. You know?
That's right. Showing you it's a perfect order, man. You know, because it's certain things a woman can do that a man, can't. You know, and that's perfectly fine. That's why she's an add-on to him. You know? It's definitely it's a lot of things a man can do that a woman can't. But that's why, that's why you need each other, man.
That's right.
You know, that's a perfect order. That's a perfect balance. You know? But Esau fucks that up, man. That's why these women got to get destroyed on this side, man.
They got to. And they got to go through chaotic shit. That's why the scripture said in that day, he said, as for me, I will bear the indignation. All right. He let you know that. But he said, then I will see her, my enemy, get trotted down as the mire of the streets, because they got to go through hell, man. For real.
It's the book of Genesis 24 and 63. It says, and Isaac went out to meditate in a field, and at eventide, And he lift up his eyes and saw, and behold, the camels were coming. And Rebekah lift up her eyes, and when she saw Isaac, she lighted off the camel. For she said unto the servant, What man is this that walketh in the field to meet us? And the servant had said, It is my master. Therefore she took a veil and covered herself. And the servant told Isaac all the things that he had done. And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent, and took Rebekah, and she became his wife, and he loved her.
What was the ceremony? What was that adulterous preacher coming down? What was Jagged Edge singing?
By the power invested in me, by the state.
By who?
By the state.
Exactly.
You know, we in Chicago, so by the state of Illinois.
Yeah. Wicked ass niggas, man. Bunch of crooks.
And then they asked the chick, are you willing to obey your husband?
Sickness and health, death
Yep.
do a part.
And she
one
stayed.
lady walked off on that shit. At least she kept it real.
Hey, that nigga was blue. She did him a favor. Through. She did that nigga a favor, man. You know, it says, and she became his wife, and he loved her. And Isaac was comforted after his mother's death. So that's the point. Sex is marriage. You know?
If that woman ready to get down with you, she willing to stay with you. Other than that, fuck her.
Yeah.
You know, but if y'all already dealing together, you know, she down with you. She want to be with you. She want to be part of your team.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, you could take her as a wife. But if not, man, like if you want to be down, y'all want to be in a long-term relationship, more power to you. But putting a ring on her, getting invested by the state, you going to fuck off, man.
That's right. And then the what do they call it? The ritual of it too. You know, you got to get down on the knee.
That's that's folly. That's Queen of Heaven worship. That's the whole ring go back to Saturnalia worship.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the vein, the love vein. They how you put it on that ring, the forefinger, the ring, the love vein.
Mm-hmm.
Amoris Venus, something they say like that. It was an ancient Latin term. You know, that shit is folly, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's straight wickedness, man.
Jake don't even know they committing idolatry.
Yeah, like the brother said, get out and in. Apostle Elder Rakah said that years ago on the white, like you a virgin. Get out of here.
That's right. They think that's a fucking token of marriage, man. All right, the only token of marriage is after y'all get out them bed chambers and that white cloth is red, man.
Yeah.
You know? This Isaiah 5:20, it says, Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Okay? Hey, and Esau calls evil good on his side.
Yeah, and that's pure evil, man.
Mm-hmm.
Legal marriage is pure evil.
That's right. Hey, Esau called that shit good, a woman ruling over a man, you know, because he wants to subject Eve, so Eve can subject a man. That goes back to the whole Willie Lynch letter, man.
That's right.
You know, raise the men to be physically strong but mentally weak. You know, after they see which Esau wicked as fuck, man. You know, bug breaking an Israelite man. The woman raised up her son to be weaker, man. You know, more docile.
That shit demonic, bro.
You know, and Esau doing the same thing today. If you want to put on with Esau in this industry, you got to bend over. You know, they selling these niggas in the NFL like it's auction blocks.
Yeah.
You know.
Then look how these niggas getting broke off through marriage.
Mm-hmm.
This
Yeah.
nigga Tyreek Hill, the brother Yediah had ran into that nigga too, but right after that he ended up getting broke on by this goofy ass bitch that, like I said, they had 100 men. It's just fucked up, man.
Yeah, this shit gotta go, man. You know, but that was all that I had through the spirit. You know, just going back to the topic of the lesson. Legal marriage isn't wise on this side, man.
It's an unrighteous decree.
Mm-hmm.
It's an unrighteous decree, man.
That's right.
Hardcore unrighteous decree. Matter of fact, I'll bring that out.
Come.
Isaiah 10:1, real quick. It says, Woe to them that decree, and that's destruction. Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed.
That's right. That's an unrighteous decree, man. You know? So, Lord, when this lesson was edifying, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles. It was a great millstone. Peace and blessings. So for like Lord willing, we be a part of that number. Shalom, Kwame Sharala, a Bible ball.
Bible ball.
Endure.